Hey, Bart. So it's gonna sound like I'm gonna be bitching and whining for a while. You know why? Because I am. Yeah. So tell me why you got cancer. Huh? Bullshit, huh, Bart? All you are is a little puppy that makes people happy, smile and laugh and giggle. And what do you like to do, Barney? You like to give kisses. Now you tell me, shouldn't little puppies like that stick around? Huh? So why is it you're going and getting cancer on me, huh? Can you tell me that? I want answers, Bart. Sometimes there's not answers, though, huh, Bart? Would you say it's bullshit, though? Say it's bullshit. Say osteosarcoma is bullshit. So what are we going to do about this, Bart? Well, we're going to battle your pain. Is that what we're going to do? Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. And how do we do that tonight, Bart? We gave you some... Even though I was told you probably wouldn't need anything, we give you what? What do we give you? Some... Oh, I can't even speak. That liquid syrup, pain medication. You hate when I give you that, don't you? But you know what I hate, Barn? I hate that I feel like I have to give it to you. I wish you didn't need it. I wish your little mouth was as healthy as the rest of your little body. So, Barn, there's about 786,000 things that sucks about this whole situation. One of them is being confused. Maybe I don't have a lot of life experience with little puppies like you, I guess, even though I've had dogs most of my life. But you still, even though you're stoned off your ass, or at least getting there, it's only been about 10 minutes since I gave you that stuff, huh? I know you still want to play, don't you? I know what you're doing there. You're keying in on a few words. Because you're wondering, and I'm wondering, if we would play with the squeaky ball. Because that's what you like. That's what your whole life's been about, huh, Mark? Playing with the squeaky ball. Because you wonder where the squeaky, but I don't know where it is. No, you can't get up, though. Stay. I know. Was that mean to me? That was pretty mean to me, huh? I can't help it, Bart. I just like to see... I like to see if you've still got all your wits. And seeing as though, Barnes, what did you have today? You woke up with a very nasty, disgusting, bloody tumor dripping all over the place. I really do think you know what I say, don't you? Then you go to the little puppy doctor. You remember getting in the car? The car's something you used to like going in, huh? Oddly, you still kind of like going in the car. But we looked at lots of trips, huh? We took cars to see lots of people, lots of states. Hey, Barnes, what have we done? Have we drove across country how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 4 or 6 times. Going east to west, west to east. And we did some north and south journeys too, didn't we? We probably did 2, 3, 4 of those, didn't we? Not to mention all the stops at McDonald's, and we go buy toys and squeaky balls. your good dog food. Well, you don't get dog food anymore, do you? What do you get? Italian beef? Anyway, I'm getting off subject. So your day started out with that. I think we even have video of it. I took a little puppy buddy boy in. I didn't think you felt too happy when I left you. But the good news is, Barn, you were kind of drugged up most of the time, so I know you don't remember much of that. Barnes, do you remember much? You don't really remember much, do you? And then, what time was that? Maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning? Something like that. And when did I pick you up? I think I got there about 5:20. And then I think we left, what would you say, Barn? Like 6 o'clock? Did we leave at 6 o'clock? I think we did left about. We got home about 6:15, 6:20. And what did we do? We went outside, didn't we? Got a little video of that too. And then what'd you do? You fell asleep. You were out of it, Barn. For the first 2 hours, your ears didn't move, nothing moved, just your little heart. Then somewhere around 2.5 hours, you started to dream a little bit. Remember that? Your little puppy paws were running. Your nose was twitching. Do you remember that dream? Do puppies remember dreams? Typically, humans don't remember dreams. I remember a lot of dreams, but then again, I might not be that human. The way I'm talking to you, I'm definitely kind of a geek, huh? But I don't mind. I like my pup. I don't mind talking to you. I think I'm filming this right now, Barn, because, what, about 5 minutes before I turn this film on? What was I doing? Talking to you and just bitching, right? Asking why you had to get osteosarcoma. And then even kind of bitching, how come none of these drugs seem to be working? But what are we doing, Barn? So, you remember once we came home, you slept, and then you had the dreams, and then you woke up at what, 10:30, 11? And you were hungry. You remember that? You were starving. But before I gave you puppy food, what did we do? We took you back outside so you can contaminate the yard. And then you had your little friend, neighbor, walking her dog. You remember that, Sadie? And you guys sniffed each other's good stuff, and your tail was wagging. You remember that? It was just a couple hours ago. And then we came inside, and they gave you a bunch of water. And what did I buy you for dinner tonight, Barn? I bought you some gravy, some fried rice with shrimp, chicken, and pork. And Barnes, you didn't even like it. You put your nose in it and then turned your head. That was mean. But what did I give you after that? I gave you Italian beef to eat. Did you like that? Oh yeah, you liked Italian beef. You ate all of that up so fast. You did. And then what did we do then, Barn? We went outside. Yeah, we went outside. You remember that? And you contaminated the backyard this time. You remember that? And what else we do? You came upstairs, and then you coaxed me into the living room. And what were you trying to get me to do, Barn? You were trying to get me to play, weren't you? You were trying to get me to play with your squeaky balls. That's what you were doing. You were looking for your squeaky balls. And you were wondering why I wasn't getting the squeaky balls. You know why I wasn't getting the squeaky balls? It's because your face was full of blood. Yeah, it was full of blood. And I don't think a bloody little Leslie Barney's face should be playing with a squeaky ball. But I will tell you this. I was happy to see that ambition out of you. I'm happy to know you don't realize how sick you are. Yeah, you don't realize it. You don't know. And that's good. You don't want to know. Because it sucks, no. Yeah, it sucks. So I had to disappoint you and tell you, nope, we're done. We can't be playing with a squeaky ball. And then you got mad at me. And you're getting mad at me now because I said squeaky ball about 13, 14, 15 times. And all these squeaky ball thoughts, and not one time am I getting the squeaky ball. But I'm thinking maybe on Saturday, maybe Sunday, 36 hours from now, 48 hours from now, Maybe we'll play with the squeaky ball then. Until then, what are the things I want to do? I'm going to rub your head. I'm going to rub your butt. I tickle you. Yeah, you want me to tickle you? Well, what else am I going to do? I'm going to... I give you kisses. Yeah, you always give me kisses. You like kissing, Barn? You're just a big kisser, huh? Barney likes kissing. But Barn, I know, you only really like kissing so you get your other stuff you want. And what's that other stuff? It's playing with the squeaky ball. Oh. I'll rub your belly, too. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll probably have to jam some more water down your face. Yeah. I know I made it sound harsher than I actually do it. But put some more drugs down your throat. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. The prognosis is not looking very good, is it, Barn? No. Bullshit, right? Bullshit. You're a healthy little puppy except for this mammoth growing tumor taking away your jaw and your neck. I shouldn't say taking away, adding to it. But unfortunately not adding to it in a good way. But we are going to double your meds. We have room with the dosage, I was told. So we're going to go to like 45, 50 milligrams a day. And instead of 3 weeks, or 3 times a week, it'll probably be 4 times a week. At least until the medication's out. And we will know pretty quick if it's working, won't we, Barn? If you get really sick from it, though, I will stop. So whatever days you have left, little Barns, I want you to play with the squeaky ball as much as you can during that time. And if you're throwing up, you can't really play with the squeaky ball. Can you? No, you can't. But I got to double the meds because I'm fairly certain you've got maybe a week, possibly 2 left if I don't do the meds. So if that's going to be the fate, we're going to do everything we can with the meds and see what happens. And I know I'm still pronouncing it wrong. Pallidea. You see that? I just saw that little shimmer. Was that because you're in pain or because you're about to pass out from all your drugs? But even though you're about to pass out, what does that mean? It means you still want to play with your squeaky ball. I mean, look at your little head. You're telling me you want to play with the squeaky ball. But it's not going to happen. No, we're done with the squeaky ball for today. There we are. Sorry. I think I started to say earlier, the reason I started to film this is because I was just preparing the bed for blood. I don't know if the camera's picking up that little blue thing at the end. It's just trying to catch blood because he still is bleeding. And I will say that Barney has slept in a bed since the day I brought him home, almost 10 years, 10 months ago. And even though he might be bleeding, but I'm certainly not going to make him sleep somewhere he hasn't been sleeping his entire life. So if that means blood all over my pillows, that's what that means, not Barn. But I will take whatever precautions I can and put little, I think those are puppy training pads. That's what they are, Barn. They're puppy training pads. And maybe that will absorb some of the blood. But with that being said, I don't anticipate you bleeding much more than the next day or 2. But just so you know, that's why we're not playing with your squeaky ball. That's why we're not. Your mouth is too sensitive. It is. It's too sensitive. And since all you ever want to do is play... Anyway, I can't even keep my train of thought right now. I started filming this because I was walking around the room and preparing the bed for blood and trying to clean up a little bit or whatever, and I kind of like walking around and just bitching and complaining to him about osteosarcoma tumors, and I figure I want to at least get this on video. I almost said tape, but the fact is this isn't tape anymore. We're in the digital world, huh, Mark? Yeah, we are. We're in a digital world. And look, I've always talked to the little Barney throughout almost his whole life, and certainly the 10 years, 10 months I've had him. He's going to turn 11 next Friday. I really hope he's going to turn 11 next Friday. And I've always talked to him, but the last several weeks I find I'm talk to him a lot more. Almost 11 years, and I never really talked baseball to him until about 2 weeks ago. Well, that's kind of interesting. See, I've always said baseball is the reason the remote control was invented, because it's kind of boring. So as soon as I start talking about baseball, Barney turns his head. So he must be bored of baseball talk too. But I see his little antennas are standing straight up, and he's waiting for his key words, which is so. Anyway, you want to know what I was doing? I was just sitting here, and I was wondering about your squeaky ball. That's what I was doing. And I was wondering when Barney's going to get to play with it again. And Barney, we determined, it's going to be 36 to 48 hours, remember? So listen, I think we're going to end this video now. This might be the most boring one I've ever made. But the simple fact of the matter, Barney's in complete view, so anything Barney's in is never completely blind. There I go, I lost my train of thought again. Well, we're going to end this video now and try to get some sleep. I do see some jerking in your barn. I really do think that's about the medication kind of catching up with you. I don't think that's pain, but I could be wrong. But anyway, Barn, say we'll see you later. So anyway.